Hello, welcome. Thank you for clicking on my video. If you did it by accident, try to stick around because I got some information to share and whatnot. First things first, you content creators, I gotta give you props because this shit is kind of rather difficult. My inner perfectionist is fucking dying. Like for real, all those papers, what is it, like 13 of them? That was for my fucking first video. Although that's more like trauma based and like a little too deep for a first video, right? I'm trying to keep you guys stuck around, not trying to scare you away. But anyways, I will get into like my traumas and stuff like that and what I learned from like the silver lining through them all. Because regardless, there is wisdom in your traumas that you have to go back and find. But that's neither here nor there. That's not what this video is about right now. But that is what this platform is mainly for, is to help people find like a way out of their dark night of the soul, if you will. Because trust me, I have a decent amount of trauma. Not one to brag because it's not who had more trauma, who experienced this, who experienced that. It's about helping each other out, get past the hardships, and mainly aim for a better future. Anyways, with that being said, my name is Josh. I am 33 years young. I mainly did manual labor for the majority of my life. I did commercial roofing. I did drove tractor trailers for a cement department. I did that for 2 years. I worked on a drilling rig for just about a decade. So I got a lot of manual labor under my belt. But the main things that I love to talk about and that really get my soul turning is pretty much like quantum mechanics, physics, religion, spirituality, astrology, philosophy, psychology, esoteric and occult wisdom, and health and fitness. There's many books that I want to devour. Right now, I am currently in between Course in Miracles, and I actually just started reading the Bible. The Bible is thick. So far, I only read Genesis, Exodus, and Leviticus, along with Deuteronomy, Matthew, Mark, Luke, and John. I am currently went back around, and I am now in Joshua. Oddly enough, because that's my name. I'm feeling called to go ahead and grab the Gene Keys. I got one already stuck in there. It's called the 34th Gene Key, which is the Beauty and the Beast. The shadow is force, the gift is strength, and city is majesty. I'm only going to read excerpts because I'm not trying to get in trouble for giving too much information about this book. If you want it, it is good and very informative and makes you really question life, to be honest. And that's what we're here to do anyways. But let's get into this. Despite our burgeoning intelligence, the 34th shadow still lies within us as the urge to use force to make things happen in life, and it can be highly destructive when influenced by low frequency vibration. The 34th shadow carries a primal quality about it. It is not even animal, but is far more ancient. It is simply a pure evolutionary force whose prime directive is survival, and its only prerogative is to maintain life within a particular organism. Oh, I'm sorry. You would not even call it selfishness, since that implies an awareness that others exist. The shadow creates a kind of intense self-absorption that, when applied to a modern human, leads to brute power without self-awareness. This 34th shadow therefore gives rise to a basic human law. At low frequencies, all human beings are destructive to the collective. The nature of modern society means that DNA, when behaving according to these archaic rules, inevitably destroys itself. All right, again, that is the shadow. That is force. Now we're going to be moving into the gift, which is strength. All right, so strength. When the 34th shadow gives way to the 34th gift, a truly beautiful archetype emerges: human strength. What is fascinating about the connection between the shadow and the gift is incredibly fine line between their these two activations of the same essential energy code. The difference between the shadow of force and the gift of strength is both minuscule and enormous. The 34th gift employs the same terrific primal vitality, but unlike the shadow, it does so through appropriate activities and correct timing. The result is a creative manifestation of aligned life force that always catches the attention and praise of others. Again, that's the gift of the 34th gene key. Now we're going to be moving into the city of the 34th gene key, which is Majesty. As mentioned, the 34th gene key has an unusual attribute that remains at all its levels of frequency, that of being unaware is of itself and leads to destruction. Strength is unaware of itself and leads to admiration. Here at its peak, the city of Majesty blossoms. This is the majesty of the human form in motion, and the form itself is pure awareness, which is why it cannot be awareness of something. It quite simply reveals the true beauty of consciousness in form. Majesty is not really a state of being, it is the truth of all nature in motion. At the citic level of being, everything alive displays majesty. Even the struggles of the low frequencies are revealed as majestic in their own distorted ways. But this 34th city, in actuality, concerns humanity more than any other aspect in human DNA. It is the city of the naked ape, of Adam and Eve, and the divine energy that constantly moves through the human form. Again, the Gene Keys, definitely recommend. It is by Richard Rudd. Just how he wrote this is actually incredible as well. But for now, that is all on the Gene Keys. Yeah, so I'm going to leave it there because first video kind of pumping the brakes a little bit. But yeah, thank you for watching. And if you want to stay following my story and see what I've been through and learn possibly from it, stick around. Go ahead, like, subscribe, comment what you want to talk about. Who knows? I'm up to any options.